Hey guys, today is May the 5th, and I was just over in the greenhouse, and the impatiens, the red impatiens that LP brought in last fall, and they've been in the greenhouse all winter, they are really doing well. And so I want to get more cuttings. So what I did was just cut them on an angle. So I'm going to fill up these 3-pint jars with the impatiens. So what I've done is take off all of the visible flowers and buds, and then you can see there's the excuse me, there's the angle cut, and just make sure to get all the leaves off of this area that you're going to stick into the water. Spring water is what I got. And you can see over here what I've done. Look at the root system. So I can be planting these as soon as, as soon as the weather permits. Now, all I've done is just put them in spring water. So anyhow, I'm going to finish these, and then I'm going to show you another way that I have done them. That LP brought in are red impatiens in the fall, and they were in the greenhouse all winter, and they did really well, but they get spindly. You take off the leaves on down past the first 2 rows of leaves like that, and just put them in a dark place. By having them in the dark, they rooted. That was an important part of it. So the ones that are shorter and don't go all the way to the bottom, when you put in the longer ones, it helps to support them so that they're not completely submerged in the water. So that's one way to do it. And another way to do it, I didn't worry about any root tone. I just used an egg carton and used one of these flats, and just kept water in this area here, kept them in a dark area, and I pulled one out, one little guy, and it's got a root. So they're rooting in this. So, and there's some flowers that I did, or some buds that I did miss, but they've stayed green. And you just keep these in the dark, and you pinch off the flowers and the buds, and you just water this part, and then it goes up into the egg carton, and this egg carton's nice and moist. And that was it. And I've got myself a lot of impatiens that I can be planting as soon as the weather permits. Here are the 3 impatient plants that LP took in last fall, and there's more also. Here's one over there, and I'm going to show you that at the end. Anyway, these are the ones that I gave a haircut and I took off. They were spindly. They just kept going up in little shoots, and by cutting back the high parts, I wish I would have filmed it, then it'll bush out more. And so here is where I cut off some of the longer pieces. Here's an example. I mean, I left some that were, coming out like that. But the ones that were coming straight up, I took off. So then over here, here's some more that we took in from last year. And we got this one, I think, at the end of the season, real cheap. And this one here. And see, I can do the same probably with this. I haven't tried it, but I can probably go through this, cut these back, and get some more starts for this one here. That's really a pretty one too. And this will be something I think that the hummingbirds will like. But anyhow, LP said about this one, I didn't do anything with this. The only thing happened to this was LP kept accidentally running the hose over it while he's watering in the greenhouse. And look how pretty. I mean, it just did really well getting, tromped by the hose. So I can't wait to get these outside. And I'm going to go over here on the other side. The ones over here that I've already cut some off, but they could stand some more cut off too. So here's an example how they were over here on what I just showed you. See these pieces here coming out? There's two that could be cut back. And again, here it's showing, see how they shoot up here and then they'll get spindly. Here's another one. Another one. So, and it just makes them bush out more. But I did cut some off of these. And this here is really bushing out really pretty. But this one here, see, it's got that long shoot coming out there. I can cut these back and get them to bush out too. But this is just great to have these impatiens in such good shape to be able to put outside. And see here again, down here, there's a whole lot more starch that I could get off of this one. And all three, really.